take your ethics and values into your media interviews when you're an executive? Well, I'll tell you, I've been media training for 20 of my 30 years, and I can spot issues as they're happening. Executives will be interviewing, and I'll say, oh, no, don't go there. Don't say that. You're moving into uncomfortable territory. How is it that I can spot this? Well, working with executives certainly does help, but there's ways that you can always take your ethics and good judgment with you wherever you're communicating. It just so happens when you're with the media, you've got this megaphone and you're amplifying what you're saying and knowing that it's going to travel on social media. So what are 3 ways that you can possibly show up to your interviews, be on your toes, and ready to navigate some difficult discussions? Granted, you might be interviewed because something is going on with your company. However, in those good times, you don't want to go down a road and create your own ethical issues, or should I say unethical issues. Tip number 1. First of all, going into an interview is an opportunity to share not just what's important to you, but what's important to the people who are listening or tuning in. And you have to be clear-minded. You have to be relaxed. You can't have 20 things going on in your mind when you step onto that stage for the interview, on TV. Maybe it's a podcast, wherever you are. But how do you clear your mind? Well, that's my process of setting your level to calm. There are several exercises that you can do. It's breathing. It's learning to slow yourself down. There's meditation. There's ways that you can, little tips and tricks to do before any media interview. Maybe it's stretching. Maybe it's walking. Maybe it's listening to yourself and hearing how you sound. That's one tip. Second tip, don't underestimate being prepared. When you prepare for a media interview, I know everybody wants to show up with their talking points and what they want to say, but remember, you might be asked something that's outside of the box, something that's outside of your realm. Maybe it doesn't strictly pertain to exactly what it is that you're announcing or what you want to share. Maybe it's something related to your industry. Maybe it's another company that got into trouble. Maybe the media just wants to hear your insights. Think about questions that you wouldn't expect to be asked, that maybe you don't want to be asked. And number 3, remember your values, what your organization stands for. If it's care, if it's respect, if it's patience, don't you have to show up that way? No matter how anybody else is acting, you want to make sure that you represent all of those values all of the time. Well, there are 3 tips. Hopefully that helps you. So the next time you go and interview, you can for sure make sure that you bring your ethics and values with you.